So right now I could be producing videos for you guys. I could be doing, modification videos again to games themselves. But right now I am sitting in my chair with my mic up to my face and I'm telling you guys about this little frickin' thing that's going on between me and Nintendo. And I am not happy to make this video, but it must be done. So currently right now, me and Nintendo are in a dispute over this video right here. And what this video exactly is a video that I produced showing you guys on how to make Super Mario Sunshine run at 60 frames per second. Now, with a little bit of background into this particular modification, all you do is you add games into Dolphin and it makes this particular game run at 60 frames per second. Now overall, this particular modification doesn't have many problems, but of course, me being me and me like showing you stuff, I took footage of the game showing these known problems off, and this is the part that Nintendo has problems with, and the whole entire thing is basically all the footage that I captured to show it. So basically right here, I'm like, if you get a blue coin, for example, you'll basically cause an issue called the falling star glitch that basically happens when you see these stars pop up and they don't stop basically doing that. And I do have a video on how to solve this problem, but I do mention this in the video. I will be bringing out a video on how to fix this problem, and the other known problems, which you'll see me cutscene to, is that any transition that involves this about to happen, basically it runs too fast. And then if you run into areas that have cutscenes, those also can run too fast, and they also have issues where they also could run too slow. It all depends on the configuration of your computer and a few other things. My point is that I used game footage to push my point, and Nintendo basically copyrighted that area because it's their game. Now, I'm not denying that this game doesn't have copyrights on it, because it definitely does. But there's something called fair use that also is connected to copyright law. And what fair use is defined as is if you are doing anything with commentaries, if you're making a reaction video, or you are making an education video, you are allowed to use other people's material, even if it's copyrighted or not. And you're allowed to rework that material into your material, as long as if you are reimagining it. And that's exactly what I've done here. So Nintendo, basically being Nintendo, decided to say, yeah, we're just gonna copyright this to get this video off this particular site. And I don't think Nintendo doing this has anything to do with the footage. I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm using emulation to show on how to do this. And this is basically making people go out and illegally download this game to be able to play it. Because despite what Nintendo wants to state, they are 100% against emulation. They have taken creators to court over it. They've taken groups that are, well, I guess creators is the proper word, but other ones who have developed, let's say, a big emulation like Dolphin, they've tried to take those guys to court, and every single time they've taken these people to court, the court has said that emulation is fully allowed. The only thing that Nintendo has won on that involves somewhat of an emulation crowd is sites that are offering ROM files. And I get why Nintendo does this, but the issue, my counter reaction to Nintendo doing that, is not all these ROMs are available from people. And the only way that you can actually play these games is now through these sites. You can't play any of the rare games really anymore on Nintendo devices. You just can't do it. All those games have been taken away. And a game like GoldenEye that's even in a worse state, where Nintendo, Xbox, and EA all have to work together to bring this game out, that's never going to happen. So the only way you can play this game is through illegal memes to be able to play. And I believe that when Nintendo looked at this video, and I'm saying, oh, you just go to a video here, download the game for free, then head back to Dolphin, I think Nintendo was looking for anything to copyright this video, and they found it when they went over here. They saw this footage and they said, oh, we can copyright that and get this off the channel. A few easy clicks, and the video is now no longer available. The reason I believe this also is because I have many other videos on this channel that involve full gameplays and not even me talking over the footage. And I think these videos have gotten somewhere in like the ballpark of like 30,000-40,000 views. And again, Nintendo has not targeted that once. And they should, in my opinion, if they're going after this. So it just makes me so frustrated that I'm being targeted for showing people how to do something really cool that wasn't able to be done many, many years ago with Sunshine. And I'm making the game more playable in 2021. I'm actually taking a game that they should have done in the first place to the Switch, that got relaunched on the Switch, that made you pay $70 for it, and making it better than Nintendo's official version. I've also added HD packs, and I'm actually curious to see if Nintendo is going to copyright those videos because they kind of fall in the same line as this. They have footage showing off the texture packs. So basically, yeah, I'm in a huge dispute with Nintendo, and I have a feeling that this is going to go down to the third step in the copyright system, and that is called counter notification. Let me just go through the other steps and you'll understand what counter notification means. So Nintendo sent me a notification through YouTube claiming that this video has been removed of copyright reasons, like we already discussed. So I disputed it with Nintendo. I thought it was just YouTube's copyright system accidentally hitting this video, and because YouTube's system doesn't recognize fair use, I sent the claim to Nintendo like it said I should through a dispute. And Nintendo, I will give them credit, they were pretty quick to respond to the dispute. Some people could actually hold on to this dispute for 29 days and just wait and wait and wait. Even if they're in the wrong, they'll just wait 29 days, say, no, that's still copyright, send it back. You have the chance to appeal the decision with a possible strike to your channel, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And they can sit on the video again for 29 days and just keep waiting. So you've gone almost 2 months without the video being accessible, and I don't think that's right. So basically, I've already done step 1, which was dispute it. Nintendo sent it back to me, which gave me a huge indication this wasn't YouTube's automatic system. This is actually being flagged by Nintendo on purpose. They sent it back to me saying, yeah, that is still copyright. Now for the appeal, I went into more detail about how this falls under fair use. Again, I already talked about it. And Nintendo has to make a second decision, which is stupid because if they said no the first time, what's going to stop them from saying no the second time? And again, if a company was trying to, keep your video down as long as possible, they could basically hold on it for 60 days and basically you've lost all the ad revenue that's possible on it. So Nintendo could say no again, and then we got to go through something called counter notification. And counter notification basically means is that Nintendo's got 10 days to basically file a court date against me and take me to court. They have 10 days. If they do not do it, my video is reinstated on YouTube and they cannot do anything against it. Now, this could cause some more problems for the channel because, again, there's more videos like this set up across the channel that shows you on how to modify Super Mario Sunshine in other ways. But, yeah, the video will be down for a little while until I have to do what I have to do. So, back to why I'm making this video. I'm dealing with Nintendo right now, and I'm also going to probably be running into a YouTube strike. Why am I running into a YouTube strike, you might ask? Well, when you do a appeal, a YouTube copyright strike will automatically put on your video if the company that you are against decides to say no again. Decides to basically say that the copyright that we put is valid. So then I got to go through the counter notification process, and I could be wrong on this. If anybody's gone through this before, let me know. I believe that the copyright strike is removed and the video is reinstated 10 days later. Now, my argument to YouTube would be, my argument to YouTube should be that if this ever happens to creators on this platform, you should have the ability when you're going through these legal hoops, you should have your video reinstated when you hit that dispute button. So when you dispute it, your video is put back online. So people who are trying to block your video has that much more incentive to actually do it in a manly manner, because I mean, Nintendo's being nice here, despite me saying that they're not being nice. They're actually getting back to me in a pretty decent time frame. Again, they could be the real assholes and decide to sit on it for 60 days. So again, if I get a YouTube copyright strike, 'cause I should go more into the information on this thing. Once I get a YouTube copyright strike, this could stop me from uploading videos for about 30 days. Or no, is it 30 days or 90 days? I think it's 30 days, but I could be wrong. But basically, I won't be able to upload for a little while. So if that happens, if you haven't seen content from me for a little while, just basically click on the Facebook link. It'll take you to my to my Facebook page. I will do uploads over there until YouTube is done dealing with Nintendo. And hopefully the video is reinstated and all life is good. If I had to make one major second complaint on this whole entire problem, it ticks me off that I'm going to go through this whole entire process. I'll have to do a counter notification. And if Nintendo doesn't respond, Nintendo doesn't get anything for the headache and the annoyance that they're about to send me through. Or that they are sending me through, excuse me. And it should work in a way that if Nintendo says no, and they say no again, and I have to basically get a YouTube copyright strike out of the mix, and then if I do a counter notification, and they let that one slide, then they basically should have the YouTube start monitoring their copyright system a little bit. But that's my personal opinion, guys. It's been a long 13-minute video, guys, but I decided to make this because I'm really annoyed at Nintendo. I can't believe that they're pulling this crap, especially when I have videos on this channel that are more copyright prone, I guess, than this video. Like I said, I have gameplays on this channel, and let me just quickly jump into my YouTube channel main page. You guys would see that some of my next highest ranking videos is not my copyrighted stuff. If you guys take a look at this level has 93K views. But it doesn't have a copyright strike, and it's just me playing the game. I think if I scroll this way, the next one is like this. Like, why are these ones not being targeted? But yet, my one video, which I'm super proud about, is being targeted for a short amount of time that it managed to get up there. I don't know, guys. I probably should end this video now, but I'm just kind of warning you guys that something could happen to this YouTube channel that will probably stop me from uploading for a little while. Anyway, guys, I wish I could say I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. It's been an annoyance. I wish I didn't have to make it. I wish I could be spending my other time doing stuff that's more important. But anyway, folks, I will hopefully see you guys in another video in a timely manner. Make sure to subscribe to get my my community post on more on what's going on here.